Yo. You're listening to Ashley After Hours.
Diamonds on my neck, Patron in my cup.
Yeah! Hey, it's Donnie Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block, and you're listening to Ashley at Night.
Hey, Pittsburgh, are you listening?
What, huh?
What's up, everybody? Happy Hump Day. It's Ashley, and I am here. It's Ashley After Hours, my favorite day of the week, Wednesday, and with me is my good old friend Sorgy. How's it going over there, Sorg?
I am around somewhere.
No, you're
here.
Around somewhere? Are you missing?
I'm missing in action. I don't know. I've been listening to some new music, as we mentioned I was going to be last week, my life is forever changed and my vision. So I'm dealing with all of that.
He's
right now.
He's coping, but he's going to be joining the show and fully engaging in conversation. Watch out, world. Sorg
Here
has
we
a
go.
voice today. And, it's Hump Day, my favorite day of the week. It means you're almost at your weekend, so it's time to start planning things. Sorg, you got anything planned for this weekend? Anything good coming up?
Well, actually, I'm looking to go to the Great White North of New York State, visit the folks, visit the in-laws, and I think there's some Texas hots in my future.
Some Texas hots
some
coming
Texas
up for
hots
ya.
up there in Wellsville, New York. I'm hoping to experience.
Well, awesome. Well, coming up this weekend, I actually, I've been, planning a little something. It's the boy's birthday this weekend, so we're planning something good. And quite frankly, I was actually seriously looking up getting him a strippergram. I was going to send it to his work, some busty blonde show up, give him a little lap dance at work and, give it a little friendly vibe, if you will. Unfortunately, I'm not going to pay some whore to go and dance. But hey, I'm not going to knock the profession. You know what?
Why give them their money that they're trying to get to college?
Exactly. Pay for that doctorate degree that they're working so hard on. Yeah, exactly. That's what those ones go for.
Oh, yeah. $1 at a time. $1 at a time, right?
$1, one lap dance, one whatever you want to do. It's fair game when it comes to the lap dance, the strippers, but whatever. Now, see, anybody can get into that role. That's the best thing, is that you don't necessarily have to be the good-looking blonde or, the brunette that goes and does a little pole dance or whatever. You can basically be anybody these days. Granny's getting up there doing pole dancing classes these days. And my personal favorite, little people, or, in this term, I guess, is midgets politically incorrect?
No.
You know what? Fuck
I don't
it.
know.
I don't care.
I know. I've known some little people.
When have I ever been politically correct? So, we had some midgets. We found out, I actually was looking into getting midget dancers. I thought that would be hysterical. They make some pretty good bank on that too, I have to say. And speaking of bank, Rihanna, guess what she got for her birthday? She actually,
of all the people.
I know. She turned 22, this past week. And what did she get? Well, she actually got a lap dance from a midget stripper. Now, it's not a guy. It was actually a girl midget stripper. But yeah, they actually went out to her big party.
That's not a picture of the stripper, next to her.
No,
by the way,
of
for the
course
video
not.
people.
That's actually her boyfriend. She actually has a boyfriend that doesn't beat her. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. The stereotype is not
Although,
true.
you know what? That's actually, just in public. Just give it a couple of months and she'll be coming out of another Lamborghini with a busted lip. Did I tell you I went as Rihanna for Halloween?
No shit.
I thought I would be funny, so I dressed up as Rihanna, gave myself a big black eye, busted jaw, things like that. It was kind of awesome, I have to say. But, yeah, that was my special costume this year. But Rihanna got the midget stripper for her birthday among, I don't even want to know how many things that she got for her birthday. So happy birthday to Rihanna. She is, believe it or not, 22, and she's already set for life. So go Rihanna. And also, speaking of dancing and exotic, Pamela Anderson comes to mind. Everybody loves themselves some, the hepatitis girl. She is actually going to be on Dancing with the Stars. Yes, it is confirmed. Pamela Anderson on Dancing with the Stars. I just hope the silicone doesn't pop. She's going to be getting in those tight little costumes.
I thought she had those removed.
I don't even want to know, quite frankly. She's going to be up there. She's going to be, dancing. What's his name? His name is Maxim Chermakovsky or whatever. Basically, she's going to be dancing with some hot little dude and working her tush off just like Kelly Osbourne did.
What is this guy? Is he Russian? What is
you know
this?
what? I don't ask these questions. I just know it's a guy that is a professional dancer, and that means that most of the time he's gay. So you can't even, you don't have to worry about it. He's not going to be going after Pamela Anderson. There's not going to be any more rumored hookups.
Because I'm still a big fan of barbed wire, let me tell you.
You're a barbed wire
I'm
fan.
a barbed wire fan, big
wow.
time.
You like the tattoo she still sports on the arm, don't you?
That's right. That's right.
You know, I
mean, that
just,
was the height of my 15-year-old fantasies right there. Come on.
15-year-old fantasies. Pamela Anderson? Why would you go barbed wire? Why wouldn't you go Baywatch?
I was 15, okay?
You wanted the badass chick, didn't you?
Yeah, and she actually...
Thorgy likes the bad girls.
There's a good bit of nudity in there, I think, yeah.
Thorgy wants to be spanked by Pamela Anderson. Ooh. As you turn 50 Shades of Red.
Also a fan of the Get Naked video. So,
the Get Naked video.
Get Naked, Methods of Mayhem.
Methods of Mayhem. I love that song. You only love me because you want punani. Love that video. But anyway, yeah, Pamela Anderson is going to be joining Dancing with the Stars. Now, this brings the question, who would you want to see on Dancing with the Stars? What D-list celebrity do you want to see make a comeback on Dancing with the Stars? Ooh. Now, that takes a lot of thought, and I have been racking my brain over this question, and I have to say, you know, I want to see Ben from The Growing Pains come back. That is my goal. I would like to see Ben, the little brother, the one that, it was not Kurt, and it wasn't this Tracy Gold, who was the sister, the little baby brother.
The one that sat through the hole in the table when they sanded it too much when they were trying to fix it. Man, that was a classic episode.
Ben
I love
from The Growing Pains. I loved that show growing up. And did you know that one of the guys is actually missing?
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron is actually, he's gone all religious and whatever, but basically he's out there doing one big plea saying, please, oh please, help me find my boner.
Now, Kirk Cameron, he's been an interesting fellow the last few years there. Of course, he's been all around doing the religious thing.
Yes, he has.
And
he's found God, and he's trying to convert everyone.
He's found God. He's been,
and now he wants to find his boner.
Now he wants to find his boner, of course.
Basically, boner. Andrew Koenig, he's now, believe it or not, 41 years old. Wow. I know. Doesn't that date you? Wow. Seriously, you grew up watching Growing Pains, and now the guy's 41. I don't even want to. Yeah, I feel really old at this moment.
That reminds me of that too.
But anyway,
yeah,
boner is he disappeared on Valentine's Day, February 14th. He did not come home from wherever. I guess he was going through some depressing times in his life. There were signs that he was severely depressed, and his father described him as sounding very despondent the last time they spoke. After Valentine's Day, no one has seen Andrew Koenig, so there is a big celebrity-wide search or plea going on saying, Andrew, if you're out there, if you're watching, if you're listening, whatever, please contact us. Your dad's gonna cry on camera another time. Oh. So I guess everybody's been looking for him, and he's kind of looking a little shabby these days. He's not bonerific anymore. He's not the goofball. Just to go back to the whole boner times, boner actually reminded me of...
You said boner times. I did. What the heck?
Boner actually reminded me of a lot of Sean Penn in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bogus Journey, you take the pick. Mm-hmm. He actually reminded me a lot of that character. And now, as the adult, he looks a lot... I'm trying to think of who he looks like. He's got really long hair, kind of has the same face, but it's definitely a different look for him. I know Sorg's looking for a picture to pull up for him right now.
We have him there with Kirk Cameron from that picture.
Do.
Well, I guess that's the old one. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? That's perfectly fine, so that at least people can put a face to the boner.
Yeah. Okay. And I was curious what the boner has been doing the last several years. And that's right. At least according to IMDb, I mean, he was on Growing Pains. He did My Two Dads for an episode in 1989.
Do you remember that show, by the way? My Two Dads.
Yes, I do
remember.
that.
I loved that show for some reason. Don't ask me why. I only have one dad, just to be clear, but I love him just like I had two.
He did it. He was on an unknown episode of G.I. Joe. He was on an episode of Deep Space Nine. He was on Batman Dead End, which I do believe was like a fan film. So that wasn't much. And then
Interesting.
A couple of movies and straight to videos.
Yeah, so basically he's done a whole lot of nothing.
Actually, he's got a movie coming out called Days Volume 2.
You know what?
Nonsense.
They need to find him and put him on
post-production.
Dancing with the Stars, and then he'll be famous again like Kelly Osbourne.
I don't know what he is.
Kelly Osbourne goes on Dancing with the Stars. She actually does pretty decently. I think she makes it into the top 3. Sheds a crap load of weight. Now she's a little hottie that's rocking the runways of Fashion Week in New York. I mean, I had to give Kelly some major props. She tried the singing thing for a while. She got into drugs, got into alcohol, but she's completely rebounded herself thanks to Dancing with the Stars. So you go, Kelly. Way to go. I'm a big fan. Strut your stuff on that runway, girl. And, so Sorg, if you could pick somebody to be on Dancing with the Stars, who would you put on there?
Who would I pick? I don't know. Wow. Like, what, D-list, C-list? Where are we going for?
Any person that you want to see make a comeback.
Make a comeback.
Yeah.
You know what? Who I'm going for? I think I'm going to have to stick it out there. Let's go with some Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice, he could tear that up.
Oh my goodness. He totally could, because he would not only rock the little Ice Baby,
That's
the
right.
Running Man
That's
and whatever,
right.
but I could see him getting up there and doing the little ballroom dancing. That's a good call, Sorgy. I like that one. I really hope if he does come back to the show, I hope he gets those little, what's the flat top with lines, I believe. My younger brother used to rock that look back in like the 90s,
Well,
I swear.
He already had one mini comeback. Remember when he was on,
What was it? The celebrity show.
it was the comeback show. It was
Yeah.
a comeback. They do the classic and they reinvent something new.
Exactly. It was, it's an MTV show. One of their bajillion of, one of those stupid little reality shows that they love to do. Is it the one with Vern Troyer when he peed in the corner on his bike?
Yeah, he was in Surreal Life or
Yeah,
something.
that's it. Something like that.
And well, of course, the biggest one, was when he was on MTV and they were destroying the old videos, and he just destroyed the entire
because
set.
didn't
with the
he
baseball
go
bat.
rock or something? All of a
went
sudden
rock.
he was like, I don't want to be Vanilla Ice anymore.
Well, he went rock. He had a guitarist and a drummer, I think, come on stage. I actually saw him at the Gathering of the Juggalos a couple of times. That's where I had
sad.
him sign my Ninja Turtles 2 VHS tape.
No way.
It's upstairs.
Vanilla
yeah.
Ice signed that?
Damn straight.
Oh my goodness. Did he do a little too cold?
You know
too
what?
cold?
There are people with a lot worse Ninja Turtle stuff than I. So this one guy's like, I found my Ninja Turtles blanket. And he's going to sign it. Because he's...
Yeah.
I think he's used to it.
Well, I got, when I actually met, Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block, I brought him my old New Kids on the Block pillowcase, and he signed that one for me. So now I could sleep next to Joey every night.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
I love getting celebrity autographs. By the way, if anybody wants one of mine, just hit me up in an email. Yeah, right. Anyway, Sorgy, I think we're going to do our first little musical break right now. We got some new tunes for you today. Loving this stuff. The first song I would like to play for you, it's a band called 4 Year Strong. Rise or Die Trying is the album. And of course, the first song that we're going to be listening to, it's called Heroes Get Remembered, Legends Never Die. Kind of liking this one. I think you guys will too. So check it out. And of course, more Ashley After Hours coming right up.
Tells me I'm never gonna live this one down. But I'll try, but I'm gonna need a crackhead, a shot, or you smooth talker.
listening to Ashley After Hours.
Diamonds on my neck, Patron in my cup.
Hey, it's Donnie Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block, and you're listening to Ashley at Night.
Hey, Pittsburgh, are you listening?
What, huh?
All right, and back we are. How are you doing? Did you like that tune? Well, I personally did. That one is, again, it's 4 Years Strong. Rise or Die Trying is the album. And of course, that song, Heroes Get Remembered, Legends Never Die. Make sure you go to the website, ashleyafterhours.com, and download that because it's a good album. Go listen to some of the tracks that are on there. You can check them out before you buy them. And then, of course, go hit up your iTunes or whatnot and download that track. Now, also, coming up in news today, Sorgi, I personally flipped out when I heard this news. I'm a big music fan, love music, and quite frankly, when I heard that Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper were going to be on tour together, I think I shit a brick. That was probably one of the best concert announcements that I've heard in a long time, and I will pay good money to go get myself some seats to that concert.
That's some classic stuff. I think we were supposed to have Rob Zombie and Ozzy Osbourne, and then I think that got canceled.
Oh, really?
At least here in Pittsburgh. But that's definitely a close runner-up right there with Alice Cooper.
It's definitely a close runner-up. Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, officially starting in Winnipeg on, of course, April 26th. So something to look forward to.
Canadians.
I know them damn Canadians.
First the Olympics, now this.
Yeah, the Gruesome Twosome Tour is what they're calling it. The Gruesome Twosome Tour. I cannot wait. Seriously, anybody that gets tickets to that show, and if I can't get my ass there, you better tell me all about it because that is going to be one to hit up this summer. And I personally am so excited to hear that Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper are touring together. That's like the fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, if you could pick any two artists to go and perform together, what would it be? I don't know. Like, back in, I think the 90s, I would have loved to have seen maybe Backstreet Boys and NSYNC do something together because I used to be take away the whole used to be. I'm a big boy band fan. Sad but true. I love me some New Kids on the Block, and you know what? That would be a good tour. New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys. Oh, I think
the New Kids are back. Why can't the Backstreet Boys get?
Well, they tried to make another album. Actually, they have another album that they released, and they teamed up with, believe it or not, T-Pain for one of their songs, and it's kind of a cool tune.
All right,
but on the same hand, they did not get any radio play for that album. They started to for their first single. However, they didn't get the radio play that they were hoping for, so the album just kind of went nowhere. Much like the other albums that they've released in the past 5+ years. So Backstreet Boys can't make the comeback. Unfortunately, New Kids, fortunately, New Kids on the Block not only were successful with their reunion tour, but now they're doing another tour this summer. Extremely excited about that one. They actually did, believe it or not, Sorg, a New Kids on the Block cruise. That's right. You can go sail the 7 seas with Danny, Donnie, Joe, John, and Jordan. And, I thought many, many times about getting myself a pair of tickets until I realized the price tag that was attached to them. And, also I would be on the same boat as I don't know how many screaming middle-aged women going after Joey McIntyre. Wow. I mean, seriously, think about that. That's like Cougarville, not Cougar yet, but Cougar-esque. You know what I mean? They're the married little housewives that all they can think about is, oh, my Danny or Donnie or, I don't know.
I wonder
crazy.
how many were lost at sea after that one.
I think I would have thrown a couple overboard, quite frankly.
Exactly.
If it was between me, if there was a woman between me and Donnie Wahlberg, that bitch would have gone overboard in 2 seconds. No question about it. She would have been gone. No one stands between me and my Donnie. He is my boy. My Boston boy. He tells me where to go. No, I actually sat down and interviewed Donnie Wahlberg. He is absolutely awesome. We had a moment, exchanged numbers, or at least I pretended that we did. And he gave me some good restaurants to go try out in Boston. He sits courtside at the Celtics. I sit nosebleed at the Celtics. We're bonding. We were bonding. We hugged it out 5 times. Everybody else in the room, once, twice, maybe. I got 5, and he said goodbye, Ashley. Oh, yes. Okay, so now that I've basically lived this really sad moment aloud with you folks, let's move on, shall we, to a Saturday Night Live music's guest. Now, I know if there are little young ladies out there, I think anybody else that's around them at this moment in time needs to plug their ears now. Justin Bieber will now be the music guest on Saturday Night Live. Not only is he going to be on April 10th, that's right, that's only, a month away now? Saturday Night Live, he's going to be on performing as a music guest, and he is going to be the, excuse me, he is going to be the absolute youngest person to ever perform on Saturday Night Live as the music guest. He beats out the Jonas Brothers, Hanson, Silverchair, you name it. He is now the youngest at the age of 15. Now, Sorgi, do you know anything about Justin Bieber?
I know he's a young kid.
You know
young
he's a
prospect.
young kid. Yay, young prospect. Well, believe it or not, he was founded on YouTube. He put out a little YouTube video, Justin Bieber. He can sing okay, but he has moves like Usher. He has really cool dance moves. And of course, he's got the boyishly good looks. So all the girls just want to scream every time they see him.
Obviously, this kid has taken my method of trying to find fame.
Exactly. Sorg, you set the path for him.
I'm setting the path.
You paved the way.
Don't receive. Don't see any of the fruits of my labor. No, this young punk takes it out. I've been doing this for 4 years. All over the YouTubes.
Yep.
Nothing.
Justin Bieber, already huge, so he has been attacking, or his fans basically have been attacking Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, whatever social media outlet they can get their hands on. It's Justin Bieber!
And they say the kids aren't Twittering these days.
Of course not. They're Twittering something else. But, so all those Saturday Night Live fans, they're going to be screaming and a couple of other things while Justin Bieber is on the television set. But you know what? I have to say, I'm really kind of pissed off with Saturday Night Live right now. Because they're having Justin Bieber, this 15-year-old singing sensation, if you want to even call him that. He's going to be the music guest. Where the fuck is Betty White? That's what I want to know. That woman is close to her grave. Justin Bieber, he's 15. He's got plenty of years ahead of him. He's going to become a D-lister within the next 10 years. So why not get Betty White before she croaks? She's freaking hysterical. You watched the Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, that was great.
That was hysterical.
Betty White.
She cracks me up. I actually was in LA for a conference back when I think it was like 2005, and it was the roast of Betty White at the hotel that I was there. You cannot even imagine the faces that arrived at that hotel. I mean, Hulk Hogan was there, Eric Estrada, everybody came out because it's fucking Betty White. Everybody loves her, and my phone's going off. I apologize about that. But it's okay because Betty White needs to host Saturday Night Live. Let's see who is texting me. Oh, look, my friend actually had his instant messenger hacked. Believe it or not, he had his instant messenger hacked and it sends out text messages to my phone. But who fuck cares about that? Betty White hosting Saturday Night Live. I love this. Now, I hear there's like petitions and everything like that going on to get her to host Saturday Night Live. Everybody is backing this one. So I am totally on the Betty White train. Betty White hosting Saturday Night Live, maybe with Justin Bieber. Let's do that one.
Right.
The old and the young.
I heard one show I was listening to this week, I think was saying she was doing something maybe on their site or just for a spot on SNL. But they're still like, no, she needs the host.
No, she definitely needs the host. She doesn't need no cameos, no little bits.
None of that crap.
She needs to come and be the full-blown host of Saturday Night Live.
I got to see a screening of The Proposal last year with Ryan Reynolds and
oh my god, I loved that.
Sandra Bullock. It was a good movie actually, and Betty White stole the show on that.
That's
one,
the
definitely.
only reason why everybody's like, oh my god, it's such a sappy movie. I didn't fucking care about Ryan Reynolds or Sandra Bullock. I loved Betty White in that movie, The Crazy Old Grandma. It's just like when she was in that crocodile movie or whatever, and she's throwing the cow in the lake. Come and get it. Love Betty White. So definitely go and make sure that sound off. Send SNL some emails or whatever, or tweet about that. Get Betty White's ass, wrinkly old white ass, on. Of course, get her on the what are you handing me? A microphone?
The microphone that works.
The microphone that works because the other one doesn't.
That's right. That's okay.
Oh no, my microphone died. What the hell happened?
I don't know.
This is what happens.
Okay, because this one picked it up. It's fine. Everyone heard you.
It's technology fail, folks. Things happen, and you just have to go with it.
Welcome to podcasting with no budget.
Hey, but if you want to make a donation to this show,
but one of the great things about podcasting, we are getting some feedback from the chat room. If I could read these.
I love feedback. Talk to me, people. Tell me what you want to hear or see or do whatever. Tell me. I'm all ears.
Big on the Betty White. J-Rod Ortiz says Betty White is feeding on human brains somewhere.
J-Rod Ortiz.
Yes, right.
I'm fucking loving that name. Fucking yeah, Poppy. Yeah.
Fendicoat says she feeds on the youth of virgin boys.
Hey, that's perfect. Let's team her up with Justin Bieber. The two of them together on a show. Betty White gets plenty of energy, and Justin Bieber gets knocked down a peg or two. I like that show idea.
So they're from the chat room. They're joining us at ashleyafterhours.com.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and also for sounding off in the chat room. Man, I love this. We actually have people that were following us. Oh my god! But yeah, Sorgi.
Yes. Yes, I'm here. Sorgi. I'm still here. My mic's still working. That's fine.
That's excellent. Is my mic working anymore?
Yes, you are good.
Okay, good.
We had to adjust
That's
it a
good
little
because
bit.
my mic, it just kind of it died out on me. But it's okay. We got another one rolling. This is what technology is all about. And Sorg, you had a homework assignment this week.
I did.
And I would like you to share with the class.
Okay.
What was your assignment and what are your feelings about it? This is Sorgi's book report.
My feelings, first of all, are very confused.
Well, I think a lot of people are.
Definitely. So last week I challenged myself to listen through the Lady Gaga album.
The Fame.
I mostly made it through the whole thing. It started losing me towards the end with the Boys, Boys, Boys song. I felt like it wasn't for my target demographic. A little weird. But albums like that usually slow down towards the end, but it was all right, it was.
No, you are not allowed to say that Lady Gaga is all right. I'm sorry. I would rather shoot myself in the head than
saying I'm going to be listening to my poker face.
Is it Grammy worthy? She was nominated for a Grammy.
I don't think it's Grammy worthy. I haven't agreed with the Grammys for maybe 15 years.
People are comparing her to she's the new Madonna. Ugh. And of course she loves that because who doesn't like another crazy person?
No,
what I mean?
She's a poppy Marilyn Manson, and as far as her antics.
Great comparison. A poppy Marilyn Manson.
And the other thing is I'm amazed.
She's a dope show?
We talked before. I'm amazed at the stuff the kids that are listening to this one.
Well, yes, they're the ravers or the 15-year-olds that go get shit-faced at a club because mom doesn't know better. She just drops them off because she's going at home getting doped up on Valium.
Holy crap, it kept going.
I do what I can.
Now, again, I didn't listen through, multiple times to kind of get the subtext of everything, but even what I heard, Ride My Disco Stick was very telling.
Do you have a disco stick, Sorgi? I sure hope you have a disco stick.
Sparkly.
It's sparkly. Yay, spirit fingers.
But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. Like 10 years, 15 years from now, my kids are going to be growing up and going to be listening to that. And I'll be walking in. Why do you even know what a disco stick is?
Well, that was like me when I was a kid. My first real CD that I brought home was Salt and Pepper, None of Your Business. So I'm walking around the house and my mom, she's washing dishes. I don't know what the hell she was doing. Who the fuck cares? But basically, I was walking around the house singing, if I want to take a guy home with me tonight, ain't none of your business. And if she want to be a freak.
And
I had no idea what I was saying.
I remember stuff like, remember Sugar Ray? Remember I Want to Fly? That was a nice song, right?
It was
really nice.
Yeah,
the parents would be like,
oh,
my kids are... I got myself a copy of the Sugar Ray album. And it was by a whole nother band, practically.
Well, yeah, they sold out afterwards because they got the hit with Fly, and they were a rock band. The rock music they put out was actually decent until they decided to sell out. Exactly. They wanted money, and of course, what's his face? Mark McGrath was freaking sexy. I'm sorry. The tattoos, the hair, the chiseledness of him. I drooled over him back in the day. Yeah, that's right. I liked the little swallows tattoos on his back. Little, or what were they? Were they the swallows? The Capistrano?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't looking at his physique as much as you were, apparently. I'm sorry. I didn't do my research on Mark McGrath like you have your entire life, it seems.
I studied every inch of him that I could. He was delicious!
He was on the Backstage Pass DVD tape back then.
VHS
you ever seen
tape.
this? You ever seen this? It was the one where it was just a bunch of rockers telling stories about all the weird crap they've done to groupies. Like, ICP was on there talking about how they threw like ham at these naked girls on their bus and stuff. Just ridiculous crap.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious, actually.
I mean, granted, if I was some big shot celebrity, I think at one point in time I might have a little bit of fun with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, these people made you who you are, bitches. I don't care. If they don't buy your records, you don't got shit. So go and appreciate your fans.
But then there's these girls that are just so desperate to do anything that they'll ask. Just to there was actually a shot of them throwing ham at the one girl's ass, and she's like, "Do I get a backstage pass now?" Or something.
Ooh, do it again!
Like,
do it again!
I mean, you know,
oh my God,
they're there. So
wow, that's just
have your fun.
You know, I really don't want to have ham thrown at my ass. I already have a good, nice chunk of ham in my pants.
You wouldn't have the new kids.
My ass is there, but
you would have the new kids throw deli meats at you in some fashion.
Pork, the other white meat.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. But yeah,
Please tell me we have another segment.
Oh my goodness. Well, Lady Gaga, her album The Fame, yes, you can go and buy it. Yes, it was
all right.
nominated.
It's good.
Yes,
it's
Sorky
good.
gives it a seal of approval.
I
don't. I'd rather freaking get a root canal done, quite frankly. I am not a Lady Gaga fan, nor will I ever will be. I think I'd go and buy a Justin Bieber album before I go listen to Lady Gaga.
No, I was listening a little bit of that.
I played it for you earlier today.
And I was like, okay. I don't.
You
all
can
right.
hear the little kid.
Sounds like everything else on the radio.
Exactly.
Okay, it's a kid. I mean, it's a 15-year-old kid.
But he's cute as the button. He's got like the Zac Efron like baby boy sweep over of the bangs. You know, he's got boy bangs. It's kind of cute.
Boy bangs. Wait,
he does.
Yeah,
it's better than Lady Gaga face.
I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's so innocent
there. He's a cutie patootie.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. I can't believe I just did Rosie O'Donnell.
Man.
Please scratch that from whatever memory that you have of this show.
And
we're going to continue on after this next musical break because, believe it or not, we actually do have some pretty good tunes for you today. Now, this next one we're queuing up, it's called, oh, my God. What's that one called, Sorgy?
Was it the Food Fighters one?
Yes!
Which is rather appropriate considering what we were just talking about.
I know, it's Food Fighters. I love it. Give it a listen. We got more Ashley After Hours coming up in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. It's time for Food Fighters.
Patience when you realize it's that time again, my favorite time of the day, where we get our daily dose of the Rod. What could be better? Well, Rod, what is going on in your world this week?
I gotta make it quick, Ashley, but right now I gotta get something off my chest here, okay? I loved Yingling beer. I still do. The first time I had it was the first legal beer I ever had when I turned 21. And I always thought that it's been brewed in Philadelphia since, the Declaration of Independence. I always thought they only served it in Philadelphia. What I found out is they serve it all over the eastern coast, but New England. So I have kind of put myself in the mindset of Thomas Jefferson would have said. So I'm just going to read a quick statement, if I may.
All right, go right ahead.
It is with great weight on the shoulders of New England that we stand true and defiant on this day. We, the forgotten 6 colonies, do not cry for independence, but for a declaration of union with our longest-standing national treasure. These truths shall be held self-evident that all beers are not created equal. And while an embargo has been enforced from New Haven to Springfield and Burlington, we cry now true and forever. From Portland to Montpelier, Concord to Boston, Providence to Hartford, that the golden nectar known as the Yingling is not an aristocratic delight, but a birthright to all those who forged this great land that we call these United States. It is the result of the blood and sweat, the taxes and tariffs. It's as much Bunker Hill as it is Independence Hall. And while the proud colonial men and women of New England wait for justice, I call upon demonstrations to hasten our plight and cause heat in the ears of every brewery in the lower eastern colonies. Let us converge on Boston Harbor, dressed as Phillies fans, and let us dump every cheesesteak, every tasty cake, and every can of scrapple that we find into the bay, sending a message that until we are granted the right that every state earned in the Revolutionary War, the right to Yingling, we will not tire, we will not break, and we will not cease until we unite these forgotten 6 colonies with a beverage that we fought so hard for. One nation under Yingling. And I hope the brewery in Philadelphia is listening tonight.
Wow, I got chills, man. I think I got a tear in my eye. What the hell is this?
It's just an anger. And if everyone from New England who listens, or not New England but feels our pain, would like to help, you can go to www.BYT, as in Thomas, NE.com, which means Bring Yingling to New England, and you can sign the petition.
One nation under Yingling. That's what we need to be.
New England has been dry without it for too long, and you can only drink too much PBR, or so much PBR, until you just crave something more. By the way, Zorg is always so quiet when I speak. I'm wondering why that is.
Sorgi? Why is Sorgi so quiet?
And by the way, I gotta ask you a question. What is Zorg? Like, what is that? Is that like 1/3 Jewish, 1/3 Klingon, 1/3 Vulcan? What is Zorg?
You know what? I think it's a little bit of everything. No, Sorg is the man, the myth, the legend.
But you know what? I am the man, the myth, the legend. So, I think he owes it to me to speak up one of these days. That's always what I'm doing all the talking.
Well, I'll see if we can get him in on one of these little conferences.
My rage is taking over. I have to go. Have a good show. We'll talk next week.
Sounds great. Have an excellent evening. Thank you so much. That was the Daily Dose of the Rod.
Yo, you're listening to Ashley After Hours.
Diamonds on my neck, Patron in my cup.
Hey, it's Donnie Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block, and you're listening to Ashley at Night.
Hey, Pittsburgh, are you listening?
What, huh?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching Ashley After Hours. I'm Ashley. That's Sorg. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your daily dose of the Rod. I sure did. I love that kid calling it every week.
How did I get brought up on this?
You know what?
So what's Scandinavian, Jewish, Vulcan?
No. Jewish, Vulcan, and what was the other one? I don't know.
Klingon.
But Klingon. There you go.
Make sure you get that in your throat,
Getting a little verklempt. You are actually a pretty good combination of all those, Sorgi.
I'm actually part German, part Lithuanian, part Polish, but
hey,
and
tomato,
actually I do
tomato,
think it's Swedish
tomato,
or something
tomato,
for sorrow, so it's something like
Bologna.
that. I mean, you're creeping off camera over there. You're getting a little.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Where did I go? I'm getting a little comfortable.
All right,
over
a little
here.
comfy, a little comfy. That's all right. It's
We
been
don't
a
have
loose
a
show.
camera guy,
It's a
okay?
loose show, okay?
We're getting loose in the goose or something along those. I don't know.
That sounds dirty. Anyways.
Who says I wasn't trying to be?
Let's get interactive, Ashley.
I know, we do have so many fans in the chat room, and I have to send a couple of shout outs out to that chat room. I know, let's see, my younger brother, he's been texting me, telling me that he's out there, so gotta give a big shout out to Benny Boy. Taylor, I know that you're in the chat room. Gotta send much love to my best friend from back home. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. AshleyAfterHours.com. Go there. You can hit up Ustream, TalkShoe, or, what else? We have Twitter. We have Facebook. There are so many ways that you can tune in to Ashley
Right
After
there,
Hours.
Ashley
so
at
thank you so much.
AshleyAfterHours.com. Twitter at Ashley After Hour. Because
they wouldn't let you put the S.
They wouldn't let me use the S.
Fuck
I don't
you.
get it.
That's what
and
I
then you can get all of that and our delicious links and everything at AshleyAfterHours.com. Of course, go check this out and join us live in the chat Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. It's right there.
And it's time to get your feedback, get your questions. What are these inquiring minds wanting
There's
to know?
actually a few questions coming up in the chat room, of course.
Goodness. Okay.
We got one. What's the strangest alcoholic drink that you've ever had, Ashley?
I don't necessarily think it's the strangest, but it's definitely the most disgusting. I had a Three Wise Men.
Three Wise Men. Now, what does this entail?
It's three disgusting liquors. Like, what is it? Jack. It's like, isn't it Captain? A little Jack Daniels, and I don't know if it's Jose mixed in there, or basically it's three really nasty liquors combined as one.
Like
You're not supposed to drink it, but it was my 21st birthday. It was the first thing that I was told it was going to be good because I was the naive, trusting girl on my 21st birthday. So yes, I drank a Three Wise Men, and I tasted it for the rest of the evening.
That's like a really bad 649.
What's a 649?
It's one that, from PodCamp Pittsburgh. One of our Canadian friends came down and introduced us to the first PodCamp, I believe. It's where you go like 6 from the one side, 4 from the one side, and 9 from the other.
Interesting.
And I forget where you started or anything. I just kind of pick a side in the liquor line and go from there. And whatever we get. I think you experienced one of those before at Sing Sings.
Oh, did I? Was that it?
No, it was after the Wild Turkey.
Oh, that's another
so
one.
You probably
the
don't
Wild
remember
Turkey shot. Missy, I love you dearly, but you almost killed me with Wild Turkey. Sorg was there. I almost cried.
I was here. I wasn't scared.
I almost cried. And then I made her drink tequila, and then she cried.
I come from a line of beer drinkers. I'll take anything in the mouth. And next question. Okay, what does Ashley think about Twilight and HSM stars presenting?
High School the Musical.
Okay, presenting at the freaking Oscars from Mad Mike.
How did I know Mad Mike asked that question? Twilight, I fucking hate you.
Wow. Not big on the vampires, huh?
You know what? I'm all about the vampire or, whatever you want to do. That's perfectly fine. 1, no guy should ever sparkle. Glitter is the herpes of craft supplies, okay? Stay away from that shit. It gets everywhere. 2, I'm sorry. I just can't get into it. The sappy little love story. Oh, he's so perfect. He's so dreaming. Okay, kids, let me get a little reality check for you. There is nobody out there like Edward Cullen. He's a character. Even the freaking guy, Robert Pattinson, believes he is a character. That's not who he is. Don't be going up and be like, Edward, oh my God. Please. There is nobody out there that is going to be your Edward. Deal with it. The sooner you accept reality, the happier you will be in life. I just crushed your little red balloon. I'm sorry. But, Disney builds you up on this little, pedestal thinking that Mr. Prince Charming is out there. Nope. He's not. Sorry. They're pretty good guys out there. But,
my balloon's been bursted.
I'm sorry, Sorg. I know that you are waiting for your little Sleeping Beauty or Snow White. And, you just wanted the 7 dwarves. I know you. But it's okay.
Yep.
Okay, next question. Do we have another one?
Bring him on! Who's the absolute worst band singer, whatever, in the music industry, in your opinion?
The worst in the industry?
Yeah, I don't.
That is such a
broad
question.
Put it out there. Which one gets your goat? Which one grinds your gears the most?
You know what what really grinds my gears? I freaking hate Lady Gaga. I really do. I can't stand
Yet we
her.
talk about her every week here.
I know, but I really just don't like her. She really gets to me. It's just something about the music. You know, I'm not going to say that she's not unique and that you shouldn't like her. I'm personally just stating the fact that I really despise the bitch. Or the He-Man? She-Man?
Something
I despise
like
it.
that.
I am not a Lady Gaga fan. However, there are people out there who are far worse than her. But if you ask me to come up with something on the fly, Lady Gaga is the first and the only
people in
I
the
will
chat
go to.
room want to put a vote in for Kids Bop.
Kids Bop? That's not an album,
I know.
really. I mean, or an artist. That's
it's
like
under-
a bunch of little
it's
kids
under
singing pop
whatever.
music. Yes.
That's under the whatever banner. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that one. But Kids Bop is kind of annoying as well.
So.
That's not an album I will ever own. I don't care if I ever have children or whatever. I will never own a Kids Bop. Much like I will never own a minivan.
Kids Bop.
will never
McDonald's toys one month was, I think, Kids Bop's little CDs, and
Oh, sorry.
I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere floating around.
Oh, for shame.
I didn't get it knowing I was going to get a CD. It's one of those in-between things where they give you whatever's laying around, you know. I'm sure I was going for the Avatar figure or something.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah,
know,
that's exactly what
completely
you were
I was
going
doing.
for. Many things.
Man things.
Mm-hmm. All right, any more questions in the chat room?
No, that's
for tonight?
all we have.
All right, and you know what? It's about that time that we wrap things up here at Ashley After Hours
Definitely.
as well. Thank you guys so much. It has been a fun hour. Hopefully you have a lovely hump day. Go cruise into your weekend. Have a big old party for me. Of course, we'll be seeing you next Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here, AshleyAfterHours.com, Ustream, TalkShoe. You know how to find us. Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. Or do we have a MySpace?
No, we don't.
Does anybody use MySpace anymore?
People use it.
You know
There are
what?
people there,
Who the
but
fuck cares? We're everywhere on
We're
the
on
internet.
Facebook.
We even have an iPhone application that you can get.
that's
Or is
the
it not
Mayhem
launched
show.
yet?
That's the Wrestling Mayhem show.
Oh, well, fuck. You know
But
what?
we're working on it.
We're working on these things. It's a third show. It's it's a slow process. We're getting things together, and it is working out. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you next week, 9 o'clock on Wednesday, right here, Ashley After Hours.
Ashley After Hours.